It's finally time for the NHL's two best teams to face off for hockey's Holy Grail. The Vegas Golden Knights are hosting the Florida Panthers for Game 1 of the Stanley Cup Finals Saturday night. The Knights are the favorites to win the championship, but the Panthers have overcome the odds in each series leading up to the finals. Gentille, a senior NHL writer for The Athletic, joins us to help break down the matchup. So, Sean, what are you looking out for in this next series?
It's all about Matthew Tkachuk, right? He's the Florida Panthers' best player, an American player. He's the breakout star of the postseason thus far. He's scoring overtime goals. He's getting shout outs from Charles Barkley on TNT, on and on and on. He's the star of the show, right? So he's one of the lead storylines for sure. Then, it's like in another on ice kind of capacity, I think whether the Vegas Golden Knights can break through and beat Sergei Bobrovsky is a huge deal. He's the Florida Panthers goaltender. He's been fantastic, having a historic postseason, honestly. So I think Vegas' forward depth going up against Sergei Bobrovsky as an on ice matchup is kind of the thing to watch here.
Okay, so how important is it that hockey is really thriving in Vegas and Florida, not places known for the sport?
Mm-hmm. Vegas took to it immediately. That's an expansion team that's in its 6th or 7th year. They had a good team right out of the gate. The locals in Las Vegas really embraced the club. I think that's been a big part of the sustained success that Vegas has been able to have, not just from an on-ice capacity, but financially as well. It's been a screaming success out there in the desert, and it's because the local fans are huge fans. In South Florida, it's been a little bit of a longer haul. Florida's had a team for more than 30 years now, which sounds crazy, but it's true. And the success has been sporadic, right? This has been one of the best couple years they've had, dating back to last season when they won the President's Trophy as having the most regular season points. So it's been a breakthrough couple years for hockey in Florida for sure. And I think what we're seeing now in terms of Florida versus Vegas is good news for the league. It's good news for the sport, and it's certainly good news for the two locales.
And I'm asking you to give us your best guess, but who wins the Conn Smythe Trophy for the most outstanding player?
I mentioned Sergei Bobrovsky in my first answer. He's still my pick, and he might be the pick no matter what happens. He's been good enough where, the scuttlebutt is that even if the Florida Panthers lose, right, even if Vegas wins in 5 or 6 or 7 games, whatever it might be, Sergei Bobrovsky's body of work over the last few rounds has been good enough to have him in the discussion to be named the most outstanding player in the postseason, regardless of what happens here. That's how good he's been, and there's certainly a lot of people that think he can keep it going, throughout the final.
I grew up in Canada, and we all play hockey there when we're growing up, just like you play baseball here. So asking for a friend, how many of the players are originally from Canada?
Asking for a friend, Catherine. I think you're asking for your. Oh my gosh, the Panthers are loaded up with Canadian players. I know I mentioned Matthew Tkachuk, he's American. Sergei Bobrovsky, obviously a Russian, but up and down the lineup, there's a lot of Canadian stars for the Florida Panthers. You have Sam Bennett and Sam Reinhart and Aaron Ekblad. There's a lot of good Canadian boys in there. So I think if you're looking for someone to root for as a proud Canadian,
maybe.
I think just maybe, or your friend, excuse me. I think Florida will be the pick.
Sean Gentille, thanks for your expertise, and come back when the series is over.
Catherine, would love to. Thanks for having me.
Thank you.